Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. I was going to tell Barry two of my encounters with Billy Williams since he commented on that yesterday, but instead I'm going to go to a VR. This morning I was watching some of God is Great's videos. He does an awesome job of just shouting out the community, spreading the word of small channels the way that he did mine many of times. Always grateful for that. So when I go and watch his videos, I'm looking for other channels that I can go and follow. And the first 4 or 5 videos were all channels that I was already following. But the 5th one, I think, was a brand new channel to me. And God is Great did a VR for him. It is Mike's Mr. October and more. And Titus had talked about a time he went to a baseball game and he had to give, I believe, CPR or first aid attention to someone that was in front of him. And then a baseball came and hit him. A home run came and hit him in the back. And that kind of reminded me of the time I was working Wrigley Field and I got hit by the ball, but I've told that story before. So instead, I'm going to go to my own Mr. October. And back when the Cubs were in the World Series, seems like years and years and years ago, I'm going to Game 3 of the World Series. That the first one played at Wrigley Field, and it was an exciting time. Game 3 was on a Friday, so I worked school the entire day. I got myself a burrito to have for my dinner, and I went down to the ballpark. And I parked where I normally do. And one of my pet peeves when I'm walking is people that take up the entire length of the sidewalk. They don't leave a little, narrow lane if you want to pass them on the left or the right to get around them. But it was like 5 or 6 guys. And as I got closer, they were all pretty much wearing suits. I was like, oh, man, I got to go around these guys. Don't these guys realize that, just common courtesy, leave a little gap. Now, what I have experienced is most time if you're coming towards someone, they always move out of the way. But it's those fast walkers like myself from behind that it's an issue. And as I got closer, I was like, I kind of recognize a couple of these guys. And one of them on the sidewalk was Theo Epstein. And by this time, I already had my burrito from Chipotle unwrapped on there. I got, some salsa, some sour cream on my hands there. Again, I'm a working man. Just got to shovel it all in. I got to get to my next job. So I started talking with him. And he seemed like the coolest person around, like not knowing that it's the World Series or anything like that. The city was, crazy at this point. Again, it was the Cubs in the World Series. That's to be expected. But, just talked with him a little bit. It's like, hey, can I get a picture? And he looked down at me with my burrito here, and he's like, yeah, why not? He's just kind of laughing. So there's the picture of Theo and I before Game 3 of the World Series. Again, just in the neighborhood walking. And again, I don't have any cards of Theo or myself, but here's my vending slip from that night. 10 cases, folks. That was a good night. 10 cases selling some 312, some Goose Island Goose. And the thing about selling in the World Series that I found out, again, I've only worked 3 games. There's only been 3 games there in my lifetime, that people are watching the game during the inning. They're not buying much, and no one was in the aisles like a normal game. So pretty much all of these 10 cases happened like in between the innings. And it was at that point I'm like just looking around, looking at all the Cubs fans, the Indians fans that are there. It's like, this is awesome. Like, I'm jealous of those teams that go to the championship, the World Series, Super Bowl, whatever it is, like year after year. Just seeing the Cubs fans, the pure enjoyment on their eyes, the intensity of this game was something special. And I was lucky to be there just working the game and also watching. Unfortunately, the Cubs did lose that game 1-0. No big deal, because we came back and we won the whole thing. And I'll tell you, maybe it was that encounter with Theo after the Cubs lost Game 3 and they lost Game 4. I was never worried. The Cubs were down 3-1, facing elimination. I was like, this team has won 3 games in a row so many times, we're going to win the World Series. And one of those few times my predictions actually do come true. So if you have not followed already, go ahead and find, I'll link it here, Mike's Mr. October and more. Again, brand new channel to me. This is his 100 subscriber celebration. He did an awesome VR. Go ahead and watch that. It was an awesome video to listen to and watch this morning. He had some old newspaper clippings. Go ahead. Yeah, newspapers. Does anyone know what a newspaper is any day? And I'll have the hashtag Mike's Mr. October 100. So, guys, great. Thank you for what you do for the community, shouting out the channels. I found one that was brand new. I look forward to watching his content as well. All right, class is in session. Today is Wednesday, May 1st. It's lesson 163. And today it goes out to Nolan Ryan. This date in history, 1991, Nolan Ryan pitched his 7th no-hitter. Sorry to all those Blue Jays fans. He shut them out 3-0. And Nolan Ryan was the same age I am right now, 44. And it kind of got me to thinking, if I were to go out there, like, could I do it at age 44? I would get lit up like a Christmas tree. I don't think I could go one pitch without, giving up a hit of some sorts. So shout out to Nolan Ryan. Let's get into some Topps UK. All right, and again, if you have not done so already, go back to Tuesday's video. Vlad's my guy. I picked Vladimir Guerrero to hit a home run on Friday. So go ahead and watch yesterday's video, Tuesday's video, and you're going to play me or fade me with him hitting a home run. We got a Robert Witt right here off the bat. Come on out of there. There we go. Still, we're yet to see a Big Ben parallel. We've gotten quite a few number cards already. Jose Ramirez, Carlos Rodon. I did hear they're going back to the old jerseys. I think next year, though. I mean, something like Major League Baseball, they should probably have those old jerseys or new ones, like, ready to go right away. So poor Carlos got to be all sweaty for another year, I guess. Cards by Mark, shout out to him. Big Boston Red Sox fan. Yeah, they took 2 out of 3 out of my Cubbies over the weekend. What are you going to do? Marcus Stroman. It might be Marcus Stroman's birthday today, I think. I was looking at that earlier. Vladimir Guerrero. I will look to see. I may or may not have this card for my set. I am trying to put it together. If I don't, I'll put this one into the prizes as well. And there we go. We got a Robert Witt on the rookie card right there, Bubby. All right. Come on. Let's get a Big Ben parallel today. All right. Skubal, Kluber, Aaron Nola, Nasty Nestor, Pete Alonso. I believe Doogie's Dugout is going with Pete Alonso for this week in the Home Run Challenge. Adam Wainwright. And there we go. We got a Marcus Semien on the red. And that is 41 out of 99. So this is like the 5th or 6th, I think 5th number card of the box. Pretty sharp right there. Look at it here. Yep, so that is, I thought for some reason they were kind of brown, but there is a Big Ben parallel. If I can get it into focus here, you can see Big Ben, the clock tower right over there. That's what I thought it was. I thought they were a different color or something for this year, but obviously not. Or it could be maybe different levels of them, maybe parallels within the parallels. Got to fact check me on a lot of stuff here, folks. There's another Bobby Witt. There's a Shohei Ohtani, sharp-looking card. Spencer Strider. Class is dismissed.